In every good story, the main character faces obstacles along the way. They can struggle, they can fail, but eventually, in one way or another, they overcome and they succeed and they accomplish their goal. Well, right now, I'm struggling. By most accounts, things in my life are going pretty well right now. But despite that, I've not been doing super well. Some of it is some specific stuff that's happened recently in my life that's been hard to deal with and that I'm still struggling to deal with and overcome. And some of it is more general. Now, I don't really want to dive into the specifics, but I want to talk about some of the general stuff, the stuff that comes and goes in waves, that some days I feel better with and some days I just don't deal with super well. And for me, what I mean when I'm talking about this is struggling with the idea of success and failure. My friend Lucy Bellwood has a great book called Demon Dialogues that's coming out. The main character in it really is the demon, right? This demon character, which represents all your internal demons that are manifesting into the physical world and kind of plaguing you by telling you all the things that you fear most about yourself. And for me, it's this idea that I'll never succeed. That right now, I'm really at the earliest days of my journey. I'm at the very, very beginning. And when I start to look far ahead, when I think about all the things that I want to accomplish, even when I see people, when I see friends accomplishing things that I'm happy for them to be accomplishing, it makes me worried about whether I'll get there someday. I've kind of put everything on the line. I do other work on the side beyond just writing and creative works, but I've, kind of dug myself into a hole on purpose and committed myself and said, this is what I want to do. I want to tell stories, I want to create art, I want to be involved in entertainment. And at least now, in this period of my life, that's true. That is what I want to do. That is what excites me the most. It's what I love to do. And telling stories is something I've done for my entire life, and I can't imagine not doing it. And now I don't have that many other options besides really focusing on it, because at every step of the way, the other things that I've done, they've fallen to the wayside as I've grown more committed to storytelling, which has always been something for me that I've been hesitant to do. I've never wanted to let myself fully embrace it, to fully dive into it, because I'm worried about potentially not reaching the point that I want to as a storyteller, not getting the stories that mean so much to me, not getting those stories complete, not getting them out to people. There's this idea of what the worst fate possible is after you die. And I think that somewhere up on that list is the person that you became meeting the person you could have become. And so much of my philosophy around how I try to push myself to live a better life, succeed or fail, is around being the best version of myself and living up to this idea of the person that I want to be and hope to be. And that's hard, because when you're not that person, when you don't live up to the ideals, when I don't work out, when I don't get the writing done that I want to, when I'm not living up to the principles and the way that I want to live my life, you feel let down, like you've let yourself down, which for me is a pretty major, severe feeling that I tend to retreat from the world when that happens. Oh man, this is all so hard to say. There's not a great message here. I don't have a fantastic, encouraging come up at the end of this where I say, don't worry, everything's going to be fine, we're going to figure this out. I hope that's true. I want that to be true. I'm still working and steeling myself to work as if that's true. My desk behind you guys, behind the camera, is full of kind of phrases that I keep there to remind myself and to encourage myself and to try to motivate myself to not get discouraged by how long I think it takes and how long it's seeming like it'll take just to even get to the starting line of the eventual goals that I have, because I feel like I'm not even started yet. I'm barely in the running, barely even making it towards the things that I want to accomplish. I really just made this video because I want to say that I'm struggling, and if you're struggling out there too, you're not alone. And hopefully through the course of these videos over time, over the years to come, you know, whether they're always as regular as I'm trying to do them now, or in fits and stops, starts and stops, we'll see. We'll see the progress that I'm able to make. We'll see how far I'm able to go, how close I'm able to bridge that gap between who I am and who I want to be. So, yeah, if you're struggling out there, you know, me too. And I guess let's try and do this thing together. All right, that's it for this time. I'm gonna get some work done. Later.